but we begin tonight with a deadly crash on FM 1406 in Jefferson County. Thanks for staying up for 12 News. I'm Kelsey Johnson. According to DPS, it was a single vehicle crash. Troopers say a 27-year-old man from Nome was driving a Dodge truck and tried to pass another vehicle. When he went to pass, there was another car coming. Instead of hitting that driver head-on, the 27-year-old swerved and lost control. The truck rolled over several times. The driver has been identified as Dalton Horn. He was the only person in the truck. Troopers continue to investigate. As COVID-19 restrictions ease, we're seeing more big events return to Southeast Texas. One of them, this one right here, the Bassmasters Elite Fishing Tournament. Now, some of the best anglers in the country are in Orange right now. The Bassmaster Elite at the Sabine River, they had to cancel last year due to the coronavirus pandemic. And this year, they originally scheduled it for August, but since Governor Greg Abbott reopened the state 100%, Bassmasters moved up the date to this week. And there were a lot of events happening this weekend. One of them is Art in the Park, which was hosted by the Orange Convention and Visitors Bureau. Another event was a car show at Orange Riverfront.
Today's been a whole lot better because with COVID and everything, everyone's been able out here to connect and stuff. I've been able to meet new people, new opportunities and all of that, and it's been a whole lot better.
The Bassmasters Elite wraps up tomorrow. One person is dead and several others injured after a tornado moved through St. Landry Parish in Louisiana early this morning. The National Weather Service confirmed it was an EF3 tornado. Winds reached up to 130 miles per hour. 6 homes and 2 trailers were destroyed. Crews are now working to clean up debris and get power back. And while people there are dealing with the storm's aftermath, we're dealing with drought conditions. This is a live look courtesy of our Roofing 911 Skycam network. We're overlooking Education First right now. Today's conditions were hot and humid, and we're just really needing some more of that rain. I know we saw a little bit the last couple of days, but it's just not enough yet.
Yeah, just not enough. We are about 4 inches less than what we should be seeing around this time of year. So it's abnormally to moderately dry across the region. We are seeing extreme to exceptional drought in far west portions of Texas towards southern Texas. And for us, we are seeing moderate drought, abnormally dry, even some parts of Tyler and Hardin County, just a little splotches of it, severe drought. So we are really looking forward to seeing some rainfall as we head into the new week. It looks like we are going to get a good round of some showers, some soggy weather. So hopefully that'll help us out a little bit and give us some rain. Looking at our weather roofing radar right now, though, it's pretty quiet out there. We had some severe weather in the morning, but that did not give us a huge dump of rainfall. We have been seeing lots of storms lately, just haven't been giving us rainfall. Mostly thunderstorms, hail, and very windy conditions. But right now it's pretty quiet out there. Temperatures are in the middle to lower 60s, 55 already towards Jasper. They are going to be dropping down a little bit into the lower 50s, upper 40s. So if you are out and about tonight, just make sure to bundle up because it is going to be a chilly forecast. But what a great way to end off our weekend as we head into tomorrow morning. Beautiful sunny skies as high pressure builds in, a dry, breezy forecast, and warm temperatures that are going to be lifting up into the 80s later on into Sunday. We're going to have more on your forecast. Stick with your 12 News Storm Trackers.
Thanks, Christiana. June 1st is right around the corner, and that means hurricane season, and the 2021 predictions are in. So what are we looking like? According to Colorado State University, we could have an above average period of hurricane and tropical storm activity. The study is predicting 17 named storms, which is 3 more than the 10-year average of 14. Of those, 8 are hurricanes, and 4 of them possibly category 3 or higher. Those numbers seem worrisome, but the university study is not predicting another year like 2020. Thank goodness. The time to prepare is now, and one way you can do that is by downloading the 12 News Now app. It's where we're going to be posting all of the latest to keep you up to date and prepared. A 3.3 magnitude earthquake hit Gonzales County early this morning. The earthquake hit about 6 miles from Smiley, Texas, which is close to 4 hours from here. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Now, Texas is no stranger to earthquakes. West Texas saw a dramatic increase in earthquakes, jumping from 19 in 2009 to 1,600 in 2017. That's according to a 2019 study by the University of Texas. Well, nearly 2 months after devastating winter storm hit Texas, some tenants in Austin are still dealing with apartments that are uninhabitable. Today, dozens of upset renters came together to demand action from their apartment managers. Darnisha Heron has the story.
They have locked the door. They're still in there.
Tenants at 9500 apartment complex in Northeast Austin grabbed their signs and joined forces with other struggling tenants at Mueller Flats Apartments in East Austin to confront their landlords.
To compensate tenants for the cost of enduring 4 weeks without water and 8 weeks in uninhabitable conditions.
The historic winter storm happened almost 2 months ago.
You can see where they've ripped out the drywall to fix other leaks.
This resident at Mueller Flats, who doesn't want to be named, is still suffering from it. He has mold growing in almost every closet from this explosion of water that flooded his home during the storm.
They've done nothing. Here's some more mold.
He said he still pays rent, but has been staying with friends because of his allergy to mold.
How does that make you feel?
Infuriated, violated. It's undignified to live in conditions like this.
Outside of the 9500 apartment complex, renters told similar stories.
Jose and his family have been without water for 2 months.
Jose showed us inside of his apartment. Kitchen sink on the floor. No faucets to be found in the home. The Spanish speaker said management removed it right after the storm. So he, his wife, and 2 children have been showering at a friend's house and eating fast food. He also said he's developing a rash from exposure to fiberglass, claiming the complex won't speak with him, even though he is paying $1,300 in rent monthly.
He goes physically to the office, they don't open the door.
Part of what the tenants are calling for is accommodations, lease termination without penalties, and compensation.
The city stands behind y'all, and I will stand behind y'all until the law is made real, until there is justice here.
Duke University is now requiring all new and returning students to have proof they've taken the COVID-19 vaccine. The statement from Duke's president says the policy will cover all undergraduate, graduate, and professional students in all degree programs who are going to attend Duke campus for any period of time during the fall semester. Price says documented medical and religious exemptions will be accommodated. The statement says students and employees who have not yet received a vaccination from Duke are urged to schedule an appointment as soon as possible. And right now, states are bracing for a major drop in supplies of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and health officials say it couldn't have come at a worse time. Several states are reporting a rise in cases. ABC's Christine Sloan explains how states are changing course.
The nation bracing for a significant drop in vaccines as coronavirus cases rise. Johnson & Johnson's supply expected to fall 85% this coming week, a number not expected to rise until federal regulators approve manufacturing at a Baltimore plant where millions of doses were contaminated.
The last thing we wanted to hear about was we're getting less vaccines.
After a small number of people experienced minor adverse reactions, 4 states, including Colorado, temporarily halted the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
We had concerns that these were not normal reactions when you're sitting in the front seat of your car, or worse yet, driving home. We paused the administration of vaccines on Wednesday.
The CDC insisting the doses are safe, and nearly every site has resumed.
I think it's very individualized. You're going to have people who have different effects from it.
In Michigan, which has been inundated by the UK variant, officials partnering with colleges to vaccinate students before they head home. The governor also calling for a 2-week hiatus on high school and youth sports. While in Europe, regulators are now looking into a possible connection between the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and a small number of blood clots, something some American health experts want examined.
We'll see whether or not that's a problem, but the important thing is to look.
Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.